Are you looking to mix up your wardrobe, but with items you already have? DIY fashionista and upcycler Katie Knobloch is here, and she's going to teach us how to take a plain old necktie and turn it into something new and stunning. Katie, I am so excited you're here. This has been a lot of buzz around your being here in the studio.
Well, I am thrilled to be back. I love upcycling. It's so creative, and ties are a wonderful thing that you can upcycle.
So I'm excited to see how you've done it, because it looks like we have a variety of ways that you can really make a fashion statement.
Endless options. So first of all, ties are really great because they're made out of silk, which is a beautiful fabric, and ties are often tucked away in the closet, and they should not be. They're, beautiful fabrics. They come in all kinds of colors and wonderful patterns. So I want to show some really cool ideas to showcase them in a new way.
Yeah, that sounds great. And also ties are something that we tend to see piles of when we go to thrift stores and things like that. And we see those patterns, they can easily be repurposed. So what's our first item up?
Well, the first item is an obi belt, and it's very, very simple, and it's perfect for the beginner upcycler.
Okay, me.
Yeah, anyone can do it. So how you can make an obi belt is, find two ties that coordinate and that are about the same width at the end, like you see here. And all you do is you insert one tie end into the other, like so. Okay, adjust to fit. And next, you're going to stitch it at the points to secure. And what you're going to get is a fabulous belt that you can wrap around a cardigan. You can see here I wrapped it around a basic dress, but it really gives something basic, kind of an elevated feel.
And I think, too, that's a great way if you are taking something that's like a simple navy, a simple green, a simple black, one of your core colors, and then you want to make sure that it looks different, especially for a job like mine where I'm on air all the time. I could have a couple different belts and have a whole new wardrobe.
Oh, yeah, so many endless options to mix and match to create whatever custom look you want. Now, the next idea, we're going to kick it up a notch.
All right, we're amping it up.
We are. We're going to make a totally custom handbag out of silk ties. Now, again, start with, select about a handful of ties that coordinate together. And what you're going to do is deconstruct, which is much simpler than what it sounds. Take the back of your ties, and you're going to clip the thread that holds the tie together. Open it out, and surprisingly, there's a lot more fabric inside. You're going to take your iron and you're going to press it into a beautiful piece of flat silk, like so. Next, you can cut your silk ties into squares and stitch them back together to create a patchwork design that you see here. Now, I went a little crazy. I want a little bit of a modern, edgy touch, and I combined my patchwork fabric with leather from an upcycled man's jacket at the thrift store, and the result is a one-of-a-kind custom handbag that is as fashionable as it is eco-friendly.
That is incredible. I mean, the fact that you were able to blend all of these together and make it look so cohesive. I really love the fact that you took all sorts of textures and mixed them together, because I feel like that's what makes an outfit really look elevated, is when you can mix and match those textures.
You are so right. There's nothing like silk and leather to create a luxe look.
I think that's fantastic. Okay, so you amped it up. I don't really know where we go from here. She's like, I'm going to start off easy with the tie, and now we're going full handbag.
All right, so we're going to talk about how you can use those little bits of scraps and pieces, and you can turn little bits of pieces of ties or pieces of fabrics into something special through, and this method I should say, is wonderful for showcasing those sentimental ties, maybe from a loved one, your father, your dad, and the method is a crazy quilting method. And all crazy quilting is you take those little bits of pieces in random shapes and sizes, and you stitch them back together to create a piece of fabric. This happens to be mine.
This is beautiful.
Now, a lot of people like to make pillowcases, memory pillowcases out of that, but I went a little bit bold, and I decided to make a full-on custom bomber jacket.
She said, hold my pillow.
That is modern and cool looking, but you know what the greatest thing, Jana, is?
Tell me.
It not only looks good, but wearing it, I know that these ties and fabrics belong to people that I loved, and so there's no better combination than that.
I feel like where I would really love to see this is if you had the blazer that you wore to interviews and the whole lining was crazy quilted tie patterns, like of all the people that you loved or something like that, and that was literally your power suit. If you could sew memories and meaning into your clothing, I think that makes it so special and incredible. where did you get the love for this upcycling?
Well, I'm all about taking what you already have and making something new. And it forces you to be creative. And once you experiment and begin, it's really addicting. And there's all kinds of options and so many ways that you can make things uniquely you.
Yeah, well, and you've made these extremely fashionable as well, which I always think is really special and it really shows off your talent. I want to make sure that we have your information up on the screen so that way other people can get inspired. This is a nearly zero waste wardrobe, which I think also has to make you not just feel confident in what you're wearing, but what you are doing for our planet. So thank you so much for sharing these tips with us. I can't wait to have you back. I'm going to go rethink my whole wardrobe, I think. Jorge, all right, I'm going to go check out your tie collection and see what we can make next. What do you think?
I was going to say, I have a lot of ties, so this is very cool. I know my mother would love that segment, and I'm going to save that segment for when my daughters are older. Maybe they will make something for them when they take to their next interview. All right.